Welcome back to my flippin' van life. The boys and I are down by the water and we got to see something really cool. Apparently there's a lot of anchovies or sardines in the water right now, which brings a lot of sea lions to the area. And I got to watch them swimming, which was pretty cool. There was a whole ton of them. I thought there were seals at first, but apparently there are sea lions. Then downtown, we got to see this family of deer just, chilling, walking around. At least they used the crosswalk. Maybe. Oh, nope. Yep. I'll give her credit for that one. All right, today we are in Gilroy, California. It is just south of San Jose, and it is a beautiful little town. Rocco agrees. See the leaves changing color. There's a huge mural of a train, the Pacific Union, I believe. It is such a cute little area. And then I'm like, oh, a coffee shop. So, of course, I had to stop and get some coffee. I got a cinnamon roll and a cardamom latte. They were delicious. All right, let's keep going because we are on a mission. There are actually two antique malls right next to each other, and we're going to check both of them out. I didn't realize there were two. I came here for one, but apparently there are two. Look at these storefronts. They're so cute. All right, here is the first one. It's called Ashford's Heirlooms, and then the second one is called Garbo's, and the footage is combined. I can't remember where I was when I recorded each little clip, so that's combined. They're right next to each other. If you see something you want and you want to go there, it's okay. They're right next door. So I found all these little Christmas tree brooches, and I thought about getting them because they were priced pretty well. I think they were like $9 or $10 each. That snowman was adorable, but after looking at them a little closely, I realized that they were definitely more modern, and I prefer the older vintage ones. So I did leave them behind, even though I did like them. This vendor had some really cute brooches and jewelry and fun little trinkets, a lot of smalls in this particular booth that caught my attention. Here I am still looking, and that's when I kind of realized, these are all kind of modern. So I decided to leave them behind. Oh, we got to check it out one more time because I didn't look at this one. All right, yes, it still has a modern clasp. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Here is a case just full of some beautiful Fenton. There's some violets on snow back there. And then those Murano pear and apple bookends. They get me every time. They're absolutely beautiful. Barbini, I believe. And the Bullicante is so nice. There's some cranberry opalescent. There's a wave crest vase in there. That Glass Eye Studio paperweight was amazing. Some carnival glass down here. Like, this booth had everything I love. It had Fenton, it had paperweights, carnival glass, bluebirds of happiness, you name it, it had it. Look at that jumping trout. That's a Fenton piece. Super cool. Another Glass Eye Studio paperweight there, and then an Epergne off to the left. And then that vase right there also caught my attention. And I did get the case open and looked at it, and it's not an artist I recognize, though I did like it. And it had like a bubble pop on it, so I left it. This case is amazing. Look at all those dog figurines, and then up there there's like a whole collection of the little hound dogs. Look how angry they look. They're so cute. And I believe some of those are Rio Hondo, some salt and pepper shakers. The penguins were so good. Look at them all. It goes like row after row after row of just cute overload. How adorable. All right, let's go over here. I found this double water pitcher by Blanco, of course. I love the emerald green color, and it was right around $70. So at full retail, though, I could not get it. That bowl was amazing. I bet that glows under a black light, and some crackle glass. And they had another one, the same exact water pitcher, just a little up. And then over here, I found this like beaker shaped. No, not the cups, though the cups are lovely. This beaker-shaped vase with the applied spiral. I'm trying to move them over so I can get to it safely. And I'm not sure who makes that. It was throwing me off. It looks to be probably more modern if I had to guess, just judging by the base. If you happen to know, let me know. I think it was only like $18, $19. It was a real reasonable price too, so I liked it. In here, there's lots of Fiesta. Look at all the dishware in there, some uranium glass, some flower frogs, some pottery down there. And then over here on this side was more pottery. There was some fantastic weed pots at this particular antique mall. This is at Garbo's, and I was like in love with some of the stuff that they had. Look at those little rhinestone animals. They're adorable. I actually just bought one this morning from Merriweather Market. So excited to get that back. It was mine. She bought it from me and then I bought it from her. And then over here, there was, look at all the weed pots. And it was on sale, 20% off. But they were right around $20 each, give or take. And even with 20% off, that's a little bit more than I like to pay for my weed pots. But I gotta say, oh, look at that Joel Myers. It's amazing. I have to say, I might go back and do another round through there because I have some regrets. And some of the weed pots were part of the regrets. So don't be surprised if you see me back there really soon. That vase was pretty cool with the Millefiori and the stripes in there. Those wood candlestick holders were also amazing. And then that cup, I want to say maybe it was a Coleman. Don't quote me on that. I've had it before. It could also be used as a vase, but technically I think it is a tumbler. Real good selection in here. This whole booth had a really nice MCM aesthetic going, which was super cool. And then I came around the corner and I was like, holy moly, look at all this Bakelite. And the prices, I gotta say, were not that bad. They were pretty reasonable. And this is part of my regrets. So I have to go back and just kind of like sift through this whole collection and pick out the ones I want. I found this stretch glass pedestal bowl. I'm not really sure if that's a Northwood maybe. And it was beautiful. I love that celestial color. Fenton makes a celestial blue like that, but that gives me Northwood vibes. All right, it was 20% off too. So over here, oh, I found a dog. Look how cute he is. He had some like Millefiori and some silver flecking in it. I do not think that is Murano. I could be totally wrong on that. And I think he was like $15, something like not bad considering how cute he is, and he's a good size. I'd say he's about 7 inches tall or so. But I hemmed and hawed over it and said no, it's not Murano, I probably shouldn't get it. And then this was a Japan flower frog vase, and it kind of surprised me. I didn't expect that to be Japan. It was really cool. I love the flowers on it. My finger got stuck. There's a nice handkerchief holder lady. And then up here, what caught my attention was all this little kitsch. Look at those cute little figurines. And then there's some vases. And that kitchen, which M.A. Hadley was like, I've never seen that before. I'm like, that is pretty cool. I couldn't see the price on it, but I thought I liked it. And then it was a Heisey Cobalt Blue horse, which was amazing, but like $250. So I couldn't get that, though I loved seeing it. And over here, I love how they displayed that like dummy with like the necklace and the apron. I thought that was a real pretty way to display it. And then I had some chicken shakers, but the plastic stoppers scream modern, even though they are adorable. There's some gooseberry Pyrex back there, a little casserole dish. Of course, I wanted to check that out. I don't do Pyrex, but the gooseberry is kind of like a harder to find pattern. And I think they had it at like $34. This booth in particular seems to have more of a vintage kitchen vibe going on. Lots of items to pick from, cookbooks, casserole dishes, teacups. And then they had paperweights, and I was like, oh my goodness, these are so good. Okay, this paperweight was only $15, and I had to get it. I love the color swirls on the bottom. It does have a minor manufacturing bubble pop on the top, but those colors were just getting to me. And for $15, I wasn't going to leave it behind. And there's no signature on it, which really surprised me. So I'm going to have to research that one a little bit to see if I can figure out who made it. And then this one was more of like a vintage Chinese one. And then you can get all your spices for all your cooking needs as well. I was tempted. There was some spices that looked really good. A lot of garlic-based ones. And then over here, a little bit more kitchen items. This is a different booth, but there was a lot of kitchen items at this particular antique mall. Dishware. All the china looks really nice together. The glassware, I should say. And what am I looking at? Oh, there was some Christmas ornaments there that caught my eye. I keep saying I'm not going to have another Christmas sale, but I'm tempted. All right, over there is some Joseph original figurines, some of the older ones. They had a tinsel tree, but it didn't have the pom-pom ends, which I prefer. Well, maybe they are. Huh. In person, they didn't look like the pom-pom ends, but I could be wrong. And then over here, there was an amazing, amazing blow mold. And it was only like $60. And it works. It's Santa and the sled with the reindeer. I absolutely fell in love with it. And I'm like, oh man, I should get that for the van. I'm like, nope, nope, I don't need it. I don't need it. And I don't know enough about it to see if there's any wiggle room for resale. So I left it behind. And then over here, look at all these Freeman McFarlane figurines. There's some in here I've never seen before. Look at that ginormous snail. They had cats, birds, and then over here, all kinds of Yadros. No mermaids. I was on the hunt for mermaids. I did not see any. They had some whole Red Riding Hood and dogs, and up top they had cookie jars. They had a Dr. Seuss one that was really cool. The Cat in the Hat I really liked. And then this vendor had some really cool hat pins, and they were $5 each. So I picked out a couple just because I know I could probably sell them in one of my jewelry sales, and they were nice. A lot of them had glass and beadwork on them. So I did pick out a few of those, and then I was trying to get to the ones in the back. I'm like, wait a minute, because I thought, well, I'd rather buy a bundle if I can save a few dollars, but they were still individually $5. So over here, this booth was amazing. Look at all the Christmas items in here. Just true vintage Christmas. Lots of fun stuff. They had knee huggers, and of course, I'm a sucker for the knee huggers. I just now saw that Holt Howard Santa candle holder. How did I miss that? Did you see it? Oh, now I definitely got to go back. Ah, man. It's all right. It's all right. Now I'm definitely gonna have to go back. That's okay. I want to bring Christina here anyway, so I was telling her all about it as well. There were some Swarovskis in here, and they had some bunnies and a cow, and under $20, which I thought was a very good deal. And more figurines down here, some Balik right there. And I'm trying to look at that little cheetah. I think that might be a Yadro. I'm not sure, but it could be. The prices in here were really good. And apparently I missed out on a bunch of perfume bottles that were in there the other day. Oh well. Over here we had more Bakelite. Look at these beauties. I have never seen a Bakelite with inlay flowers like that, and there were two of them. So again, I mean, they were pricey. They were like $100, $115, and I just don't know enough about them. I couldn't find anything online like that. So I don't know. I like them though. I've never seen it. I like finding things I've never seen before. So, and this antique mall was fantastic for that. Look at this paperweight. I was like shocked. This is actually a signed Selkirk glass paperweight, and I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be like a Persier or something different. And I think it was right around $80 though. And there was a Caithness purple one in there. There's a bottom up shot glass next to it. And that one was only like $20, so I probably should have got it. Like I said, I'm probably going to go back and go crazy. Here is a Murano Scramble in there. It was $40, which is on the high end for me for a Murano piece. And down here, they did have that blue opalescent Fenton up there. And oh, there it is, right there. And they also had some cute little figurines in there, like those old school articulated toys with the arms and the legs that move. And then look at all of these Rio Hondo California Pottery figurines. They were right around $12 and 20% off, so they would end up being around like $10 each, which is a fantastic deal. Those cats were amazing. All the salt and pepper shakers. Oh my god, look at the pug one, and look at the mice. They're all 20% off, and again, more regrets. That's okay. I'm definitely going back. Look at the bug. How cute is, I think it's a McCoy. How cute is he though, the little caterpillar? I've seen him a couple times in my travels. And looking at all these other fantastic pieces. In here there was some jewelry as well. I really like that flower brooch. I don't remember how much it was, but it was also on sale for 20% off. And then down here, oh my gosh, look at all these paperweights. Of course I got in there and checked it out. And that Eichel that was in the upper right hand corner, I did buy it. These little pixie owls caught my attention. They were super cute. And up here they had a couple of head vases, lots of china, and a little bit of jewelry and some perfume bottles. And then over here was also some more amazing paperweights. I bought that one in the front with the iridescence to it. I forget who makes it. I don't know. I'm going to have to look for you guys. But I did buy it. And of course, I'm looking at the jewelry. I don't do much with turquoise, but I do like to see it. And then in here, there are some silver pieces that I ended up buying because it was half off. And that will be in my knickknack sale tomorrow night. Over here, Wednesday night. Over here was more fantastic jewelry. Look at that enamel green flower back there. It is so good. They had a couple Christmas trees and just real fun pieces in here. I ended up picking out a couple out of there as well. And then look at the treasure craft Hawaiian dancers back there. These are on the cover of George the Antique Nomad's book on treasure craft, and they were amazing. So of course I had to stop and see them. And the Howard Pierce figurines right next to it were just as amazing. The dog, the birds, such good stuff at this antique mall. And then look at this face. It's a pottery face. I thought it was so well done. I have no idea who makes it, but I love it. Look at all of these beautiful pottery pieces. The owl mug was fantastic as well. Another owl cup back there. And I was just like floored. The stuff here is so good. More paperweights. And then that one vase, I still think I had one just like it. And I was looking in here at the paperweights, but that vase back there with the stripes on it, that's what caught my attention. And I spent some time looking at it, but I could not make out the signature on it for the life of me. And then up here, more beautiful brooches. They had some enamelware flowers, the figurines with the blue eyes, perfume bottles. Really, really nice stuff in this booth. Look at that jewelry box over there. Some Fenton shoes. And then down here, I had to look into this case because they had just a little hodgepodge of tchotchkes in there. And I was checking out that one vase up there, but I couldn't figure out who made it. And I didn't want to bother them to open it because I had already been at pain. And then look at this Blanco vase. It was huge. It had a sticker still on there. They had some Ellie Smith Moon and Stars. I don't know who makes that flower canister, that blue one. It was really cool though. And then up here they had some Empoli. More nice jewelry over here. What is in that cloche? Did I miss a micro mosaic? No, I think it's beadwork. All right, look at those flower brooches. I got that red and white daisy enamel one, and then that white and orange rhinestone one. I bought those. And look at these neodymium Fenton Gone with the Wind lamps. You could see even part of the color changing shift just in the regular light, in the fluorescent light in the antique mall. I found this cute little knee hugger, and he was a little different because, well, he had his Delta sticker, but he had glitter. He had a glitter hat, and I think he was right at $30, and he had some sun fading to his jumpsuit there. So even though it was a little different, I thought 30 was a little too high for him. This beautiful Murano bowl caught my attention. I think it was $60. I love that green on the inside and kind of like a gold yellow on the outside. A real pretty piece. And then in here, more Christmas. So much goodness. Look at those cute little figurines. Love them with the spaghetti trim, the sleighs with the candy canes. They were so cute. And then over here was a little bit more kitsch with some figurines. More figurines down here. I love that vase with the two handles on the right there. Real pretty piece. And then more Blanco. Oh my gosh, look at that Joel Myers vase in the front. And then in the back with those tangerine. And then the vase, the blue one to the left that looks like a paper bag. So good. More Fenton. There I am in the reflection, pondering. Look at all this good stuff. More Amberina glass. And up here, oh, there's that other Blanco double spout water pitcher I was telling you about. More Fenton. Such good Fenton. Now I know where to come for the next Fenton sale. Look at all these kokeshis. I don't pick them up often, but I do like finding them. And if they are cheap enough and in good condition, I'll pick them out. Look at all these salt cellars. I love that little flower one. More paperweights in here. And now I know where to go for the next paperweight sale. Perfume bottles galore. And then this Orient and Flume penguin paperweight. It was like $70, and I've had it before, so I did leave it. Couple more paperweights, because why not? We're paperweight heaven right now. And then as I was leaving, I found all these little swung glass vases in the window, and that blanket right there was amazing as well. Thanks for watching, guys. That was a great trip, and I will see you on the next one.